I had a feeling he was going to settle in and get back to being the Nick Castellanos we've seen for years.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this guy has raked ever since he's broke on the scene with the Detroit Tigers. So you think back to last year, it was such an awesome run with the Philadelphia Phillies. You try and take yourself inside that clubhouse and inside the mind of certain players. There was one player who had to completely kind of check his ego at the door, forget about what the regular season said, act like he wanted the moment, and he did exactly that. But that must have been a frustrating year coming off a $5 for $100 million contract to Philly, coming off a monster season with Cincinnati, what he did in Wrigley Field with the Cubbies in the second half. He's known nothing but banging for the last couple years, and then he really took it on the chin, didn't show the Phillies fans kind of what he was. Well, it's changed. They got one of the best hitting coaches the game's ever seen in Kevin Long, and they got after it. There's a couple field versus real things. I want to look at a couple side angles. Bottom line is, he hacks at everything. He always has. One of the guys who swings at a ton of stuff, a lot of chase in his game. Well, he talked about, I don't want to get so passive that I start taking middle stuff. But I definitely have to get a little bit more pitch recognition if I'm going to get better in the box. So let's dive in on him. We'll take you through some Manoah ABs. He's been really strong. You can argue he's been the best offensive player in the early going for the Philadelphia Phillies, and it's nice to see. He has made some subtle adjustments here. First off, let's bring up the first board, kind of showing you where he's at stats-wise. Take a look, 2021, 585 plate appearances. He hit .309, slugged .576, had a weighted runs created plus park adjusted right there, 40% better than your average big leaguer. Look at the hard hit rate, 47%. 2022, he gets off to a slow start. He's grinding, doesn't have a great year, okay? 263, a couple bombs. Well, he's refound it. What has he done? He talked about, and let's get into it. He talked about, leave this up there, being susceptible to the down and away slider. It's kind of tough to combat that. It's almost a pitch recognition thing, but they talked in an early Athletic article about him getting a little bit closer to the plate. I was always a guy that when I came into the box, I stood on that back line. I took my left arm, I hit this part of the plate, and I knew I had plate coverage. You watch a lot of these guys. Bryce Harper's making sure he touches every single part of the plate. So Nick Castellanos is claiming, coming into this year off-season work, that he got closer to the plate and moved up in the box to maybe combat that slider down and away. Maybe catch it a little bit quicker, maybe recognize it a little bit quicker and take it. You tell me if he's moved in the box. This is 2022. This is 2023. The whole feel versus real thing. If he's moved, it's a nano inch. I do see his front foot's a little bit more open in 2023 to get started.
Maybe his hands are lower?
His hands are lower, Robert. That's what we start to pick out. So let's get into it a little bit. He is definitely not chasing as much. We'll bring up a side angle. After this runs, Capalbo, bring me up that second board. Pause that. So take a look. 2021, he's a chaser. I mean, it's what he does. He doesn't walk a ton. 41% chase rate, almost an 8% walk rate, right? 2022, chase rate went up, not crazy, 3%. Walk rate was the same. Take a look now. I know it's a small sample size, 100 ABs. 2023 MLB average with 2 strikes is almost a 40% chase rate. He's beaten that by about 5%, and he's walking at a 1.5% more. Not something he's ever done. Let's look at the side angle. Pause it. This is last year. This is 2023. First thing I notice is he's a little wider. He's shortened that up, more athletic position. You heard Brent Rooker talk about that. Run this. I'll tell you when to pause. Pause. Look at the loading of the hands. Look at the leg kick. He's dropping his hands a little bit more here. A little bit more tucked in. All screams to, I'm struggling to find it. I want to stick my nose in everything. More athletic, less movement with his hands. Same load, but the back leg is definitely taller here than it is here. So like I'm saying, just the ability to see the baseball better for him, get a little taller, don't be as wide, close it up, get a little bit more athletic, run it. Pretty similar. You can run that back one more time. It's a pretty swing. Margin for error is there, man. Watch this, run it. Pause it. Bring it incrementally, click it. Keep going. Look at his margin for error where he can miss on the baseball. His bat's almost dropping in the zone. He could shoot you to right, center, left. Run this. In comparison, bring up this is when he was at his sexiest, in my opinion. He was feeling himself in Wrigley. Watch this leg kick. Look at the front foot pointed. Pause.
Oh.
Wow. Hopefully at some point in a Philly uniform, I don't know if he ever wants to get back to that, but that's when he was killing the baseball. Run this real quick and we'll get out.
Man.
I just want to take you through one AB last night with Manoah. Real quick, let me set this up. These guys obviously know each other. Manoah's been scuffling, couple bad starts, couple decent starts, but he's always bullied people on the mound, in my opinion. And I don't know if their familiarity allowed him not to bully him in this situation, but run this. This is the difference in Manoah for me this year early as opposed to last year. Little 1-1 count right here. Heater middle, okay? He just said, whoa, I just missed that. Look at this. A lot of glaring back and forth. Pause it. What do you think's coming next, Alek Manoah, if you're facing him?
Low and away.
Either low and away, Robert, or he's gonna just, you're gonna stare at me. Here comes another one. In off the plate. Run it. I can't believe he threw this pitch. Like, you see it on a nightly basis. The execution needs to be a little bit better, but I know after you rush 94 at someone's head, that kind of late little roller in the middle of the dish, he was all over it. Almost like he knew he's not coming in again. I'm just gonna lean out over the plate, walk this dog. It's nice to see him swinging a bat. Really good for the Phillies again.
Yeah,
they got a nice
Kevin
lineup. They'll
Gausman
be
tonight.
fine.